So first thing to do whenever you want to work inside of a case, power off and unplug. Never work inside an energized case. So here's our CPU. So with AM4, you just pull this lever out a bit and lift up. And now the CPU is free. And there we go. There's our old CPU. I'm gonna clean this up and we'll install a new CPU next. And there's our nice and clean, if camera would focus, 2400G. I'm gonna pitch this right outside immediately because it's overpowering. And don't forget to clean off the cold plate of the cooler as well. That little arrow is in the top left corner. There we go. And you can see there's a little arrow on the front side there as well as the indicator. That's the orientation you want it in. So now we'll just close this up and she's secure. On this 2400G, it's a little bit more obvious because it's a bigger arrow, but same idea, arrow to the top left corner. Now, some people like to make a P-sized dot in the middle. Others like to make an X. I like to make an X. It doesn't really matter. There's a bunch of different techniques, all are valid. So now, when you're tightening these, I like to alternate. When one starts getting a little bit tighter, start screwing down the other side. That's just going to ensure that pressure is even across the CPU die. And don't over tighten. Once it starts getting resistant to your fingers, like right about now, then you don't want to tighten anymore. You don't want to strip the screws on your cooler for sure. How do you insert a RAM stick? Well, for DDR4, the little notch is lower on the stick. And what you want to do is just line them up. Line it up in the slot. And since this has two latches, you want to press down until you hear a click. Just like that. Now RAM's secure. And there we have it. We're just running a little stress test right now to make sure everything's stable, but it's looking pretty good. We're under 60, and we're actually doing some work, a little bit of power draw, 80 watts, no problemo.